The wit and wisdom of Rush Limbaugh has blessed many Americans. You can hear some of that wit and wisdom on The James Hendricks Show. Now here's your host, Jimmy.
Hey everybody, welcome on board. Nice to talk to you guys. Two stories. I gotta say, the title of this episode is called Biden's Kindling. Okay, and so we're going to talk about this. Because I gotta be honest with you, all this, I'm pretty ticked off with the mainstream media on both sides, because it's the same recycled fart crap. I had to use a little humor there. Recycle the same fart crap, you know, COVID, Gen 6, and people get tired of it. I said this yesterday. I might have said this yesterday, but I'm going to say it again today. Yesterday I got invited to do a survey today with discussion focus groups, okay? And it was from 8 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night. And I was sent the details of, you know, you had to follow all these COVID guidelines and, you know, just a legal disclaimer. And somebody who studied political science pre-law, I looked at that and I was like, So we know what Biden's got us, okay? There's an article in the Federalist. I think the author's name is Birdow, his last name. And one thing that he said, the 5 reasons to impeach Biden, and believe me, there's plenty of that ought to be impeached. But I gotta be honest with you, impeachment's too good for him. He's gonna die in office. I really believe he's gonna die in office. And of course, Kamala Harris, it'll be easy to impeach her. Yeah, provided we do it, we vote with our feet and go, you know, opposite the Democrats, which is, you know, get us some good conservative Republicans. Or even if we're going to vote Democrat, let's get some conservative Democrats in there too. Get a conservative body in there to say, no more. I don't think there's very many conservative Democrats, but if there are, hats off to you for standing up against this elite establishment that is part of what I talked about yesterday, this cult of godlessness. And so, the thing is, guys, I have to be honest with you. There are times that I think about suspending my news gathering and reporting to you because of how reactive things have been lately. But at the same time, I think, you know, at least for the time being, that people have a right to be informed. That people have the right to be informed. That people have a right to receive some kind of hope. And that's what the James Hendricks Show is all about. Because we hear about it, and believe me, I'm just as upset as you are about the inflation, about the gas prices, about everything. Biden is killing this country. In fact, let's not call it Biden's kindling. I'm tempted to call it that. We're just going to call it Biden killing this country. And yes, if this country's mood is impeach Biden, and that's what the House votes to impeach him, and the Senate votes beyond a shadow of a doubt to convict him, then yes, by all means, constitutionally, he should be impeached from office. But just clamoring for it. I mean, you had the cry during Clinton, impeach Clinton. You had the cry during Trump, impeach Trump. And to be honest with you, I don't understand why. Trump has done more good for America than any president for a long time. Because too many presidents have caved into the special interests and against the interest of the common American. And don't get me wrong, some of the presidents, a couple of the presidents this century I admire. Bush, George W. Bush, he did good for the most part. I think his first term he did okay. His second term, I think he just sat there and took it and took it from the establishment and pretty much gave them what they wanted. Okay, now, the matter of Trump, I think he did exceptionally well. He did exceptionally well. Now, if you go back to last century, I was only cognizant during the Carter and Reagan years, okay? Jimmy Carter, bad, okay? To be honest with you, I believe that Carter was a godly person. I believe he was. But his policies, bad, okay? You can like a person and disagree with his policies. Ronald Reagan. When I was a kid, around the dinner table, lots of people, some people I talked to in my family did not like Reagan. My family was really a bunch of conservative Democrats for the most part. But they wouldn't consider themselves exactly a Reagan Democrat. I really think Reagan did a lot of good for this country. Really bolstered us up big time. George Bush Sr., George H.W. Bush, I think he started out strong. But I think it was, to be honest with you, I think it was the Gulf War that ruined it for him. And the fact that he went back on his word and raised taxes. Those things. Clinton. I gotta be honest with you, okay, I voted for Clinton in 92. But I voted against him in 96 because by 94, my eyes were open. The thing is, though, I liked Clinton because he was charismatic. Didn't necessarily like his morals, didn't necessarily like his politics, his policies. You can like somebody and don't like their politics. Google. I love Google products. I love Google Docs. I love the Android and Chrome OSs. But I don't like their politics. Just saying that. You can love somebody, but not like their practices. And that's what a conservative federalist does. And now, if it's blatant, and you know that it's affecting you personally, then yes, you vote with your feet. But there has to be a middle ground. There has to be a middle ground. And I'm just being honest with you. As a conservative federalist, I see what's going on. I see the inflation. I see the Biden thing with Burisma. In a lot of ways, like back then I didn't know too much about it, but now I know. Seems like I'm informed more regularly about it. The Whitewater scandal. Burisma and Whitewater seem like they're similar things, Some corrupt politicians back in the day, just ratcheting up the corruption, and somehow they end up in the Oval Office. Now, I'm not saying all politicians are corrupt, but I think that in some ways the institutions are becoming corrupt because of the corruption itself. And meanwhile, because sometimes I think we put people in the White House that don't necessarily belong there. Biden is one of those. I failed to mention Barack Obama as president. I'm going to go ahead and mention him. I wasn't necessarily warm to his charisma or style. I don't think he doesn't come across to me as a very charismatic figure, even though, to be honest with you, I pictured him winning the 2008 election. I voted against him in 2008. And 2012, I'll be honest with you, I didn't see it coming. Because of Obamacare and the like. But I'll say this, as a conservative federalist, I have to stand up for what's right. And I have to know what's right. And knowing what's right, and living by what's right. means we stand up. Another article in the Federalist, this is something that I really love. It's talking about the Democratic Party and morals, okay? And it seems like, they're not just, according to the author of this piece, it says Democrats aren't just leading, the rotten culture. They're pushing this moral culture of the United States off a cliff. And so we need to be careful. We need to be careful. Now, I've talked about this quite a bit. Now, I'm going to tell you this much. I think one thing that's going to help is tomorrow I'm going to have a White House Willie. And what this is Bill Clinton. He will be, I can't decide whether it's going to be a press conference or a speech he does in the White House. And it's going to be an interesting one. So, get ready. Because it's we need a break from all this news, all this madness, all this reactivity. And we need to have a little fun. So tomorrow is the White House Willie segment, and then Friday, yay, Fearless Face Friday. I want you guys to get ready. Now with that, I hope you enjoy listening to the James Hendricks Show. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and become a part of receiving most daily updates. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, take care and be proactively informed. God bless you guys. I know that this is tough times for everybody. Stay strong. Let not your heart be troubled. The Federalist Revolution is on its way. The Federalist Pig is making its march and he's taking us to victory. God bless you guys.